What's poppin', MFL Nation?
You okay there?
I'm Will Power. This is Terry Bablis. I want to start it off different today, Terry.
Okay, cool.
And I did.
Before we start off,
Yes.
we should mention who the big winner is.
Yes, it's true because
Miss Evans is away, so she couldn't comment on her last video. She has a little catching up to do.
Mm-hmm.
But she communicated with us who the winner is. Want to announce it?
we got your world. Do we have social effects?
I'll see if I can add it in.
Okay, the winner is my quarterback, Dave Daou.
And ironically, it was before he started, like... Did you see his comments about, like...
Oh yeah, yes, I did.
Because we knew he won before the show even got published on the Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
So we had told John before that Miss Evans won. She has to choose, blah, blah, blah. And then he asked her. She said, it's Dave. So it was even before all his comments of like, hey, I give you my chair. Hey, I like you the most. Hey, I'll buy you a...
That was fun to read, though.
Yeah, 100%.
That was fun to 100%.
read. So, like, Dave was talking to me. He's like, I can't believe it's fixed. It's rigged. MFL is rigged. But, like, I knew how long he had won, but I couldn't say anything because I needed to keep the suspense. But...
you had to bite your tongue.
Yeah. I think a lot more people understood the contest this time because did you see the comments we had?
This was unbelievable. Like, I was refreshing every hour and I was like, boom, 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 new comments and stuff. I loved it. Keep it coming.
Seriously. It
You
was
think if
a
there
lot
was
of fun.
It was a blast. You think even if there was no competition, we'd still get these many comments?
No, probably not.
Me neither.
Like, I really don't think so.
Prove us wrong, folks. There's going to be no No, I'm just kidding. There's going to be competition next half of the season as well.
Yeah.
But congrats to Dave. He deserved it.
Next up, there's the Alouettes this Thursday.
Yes.
There's still a few tickets left. Will and I are going to be there. So...
I'll be wearing my Tua jersey.
Why Tua jersey? You didn't get a Tyreek Hill one yet?
No, not yet. I'll wait till he breaks the record. No, I'll wait till he breaks the record for touchdowns of the season.
You get Waddle or Tyreek first?
It's a good question. Tyreek first.
Really?
Yeah.
More chance that Waddle sticks around. Like
That's what I mean. So I may as well have Tyreek for the season.
Okay. How'd you find it last weekend with the rain?
It was okay. It actually was better than I thought it would be. I told Josh Levine I would take that weather over plus 35 any day of the week.
And he drove you after your game back to LeBert, right?
He was very nice. He drove me from my game to Arthur Terrien to LeBert. And Kevin drove me vice versa to LeBert to Arthur Terrien. Thanks, boys.
And you really take that over 35 degrees?
100%.
Damn.
I would.
And you did walk from Arthur Terrien to LeBert in the morning, right?
Right. It was like a 23-minute walk and it was rain. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I did not. I didn't tell you the story. Okay, so I'm about
You forgot?
Yes, I'm about. See, like, I was so convinced. I start walking for like 5 minutes. Then at like, it was like a movie. The corner of my eye, I see Lesniak in the car driving. So Lesniak went to the wrong field originally.
Let me give you that story before.
Okay,
so
tell me.
I saw him before there. So Lesniak's chilling under the tent. Oh, first of all, shout out to Mike Jazz. Like, you the real
tent.
MVP. That tent, the chairs. He was only playing like the last 2 time slots. He was there from like the first time slot chilling. He was there like to give me the chair for my leg.
What a jazzer.
Yeah, seriously, like the real MVP. Like that guy, he's a good guy.
My man.
So Lesniak's right there just chilling, waiting. Like, maybe he was there for like at least half hour before his game. Like, literally at least a half hour. And then finally he was like, where's my team? Where's the other team? Am I at this park? He's like, oh shoot, I'm not at this park. And then I guess he caught up to you.
Did it ever work out? Like, I think it was meant to be. And like, at this point, like, I'm not usually in a bad mood, but I was in a little bit of a bad mood. It was cold. I was like, I want to go. I want to get my coffee to warm up. And I see Lesniak, big smile on his face. Yo, get in. I jump in the car. He was my savior.
And then he dropped you off the field and you walked to get coffee?
He dropped me off at the coffee shop. And then
Did you bring him a coffee?
I offered. He said no. Because he was playing. He was too busy throwing darts.
Okay.
I don't know if he won his game or not, though.
Let me check. All that because you don't know how to ride a bike.
Nope, because he went to the wrong field. No, I don't do bikes. Folks,
Yeah.
I do not do bikes.
That's his excuse for saying he's not how to ride a bike. Because we were telling you, the fields are 5 minutes apart by, oh no, I'll walk 20 minutes. Will, you can bike. Yeah, no, biking's not for me. Do you know how to bike, Will? Biking's not for me.
No, I know how to bike. I can manage.
Do you really know how to bike?
Yeah, the uphills and downhills, different story.
He lost to Kevin 28-18.
Who did, Lesniak?
Yeah.
But bikes aren't my thing.
Yeah. So a lot of things this William Power could do, but riding a bike ain't one.
Ain't no one perfect.
Did you get all the sisters and girlfriends and boyfriends on their check this week, or you're gonna make another mistake and blame me for it?
Oh, yes, that's set me up for that one. I saw.
Did you see any of them?
Yes, I did. I saw Vince's actual girlfriend, and I said, "Are you Vince's sister? Are you sure?" She's like, "No, I'm not." She laughed. She was a good sport.
Okay. You want to explain why it was my fault?
I forget why, but I know it was your fault.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you pointed at her and said, "That's Vince's sister," and it was his girlfriend, or vice versa. I can't remember.
Another shout out to Matt. He reminded us of the mid-season report cards,
Yes.
but a little bit of technical issues. Next week, Will and I won't be available, so we're actually gonna film a regular show right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do the recaps, previews, like every other week, and then we're also gonna film this week a show that will be posted next week. You understand that?
I did.
Okay.
Only because
so-
you explained it before.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, you'll have the mid-season report cards next week, but it won't be filmed next week. It'll be filmed as of this week.
Like today.
So like, if we say something and then the Saint Jean weekend, you guys go ball out and it doesn't make sense what we said, ignore that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We'll re-explain it in the next episode, or we'll explain it at the end of this episode.
Because I won't be here for the next episode.
Yeah, and
and
I'll
Terry
also be
realizes
away.
that without me, there's no show, so he just didn't want to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But don't expect much for the mid-season report cards because we've been 2.5 hours into the show and it's late. And
Anyway,
we'll be good. No, we'll be good.
We'll get underway with this show. Start with this one.
Yes, because we had a good week at LeBert and AT this weekend.
Anything else you wanted to mention before we get into Division 1?
Hope to see people at the Alouettes game.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
John also posted on the Facebook page where we'll be tailgating.
We're actually tailgating.
Yeah.
Nice.
As at around 6 o'clock. So if you didn't see it or if you don't have Facebook, just message us somewhere else and we'll give you the information.
We're going together, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
You want to start with the Holy Trollers 8-team game?
Sure. You want to start with Div 5 this week or no?
We could do that for the report cards.
Okay, fair. Div 1 this week, 8-team, Holy Trollers. Holy Trollers didn't have their full squad, to say the least. They were missing 3 key guys on offense, JC, Phil Ferrand, and Max Sidori, and it showed. It was, you ref the game, right? It wasn't really a tight game. You could tell kind of Holy Trollers were out of rhythm.
Holy Trollers still managed to march the field and move the ball. Like
they did.
Max finished with just as many yards as Dave, and he didn't march the field. Like he wasn't. They weren't scoring points, but I was so surprised because like their drives lasted, right?
Right. Like it was just in the red zone. There was a few times that they stalled, and I think like unfortunately sometimes that happens.
Or through an interception.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like when you have like your full squad of guys, it's completely different, especially with your snapper there. Max Story, I find, is a really underrated snapper for these guys. Lesniak did a good job too. It just, I guess they don't have that chemistry or that timing. He doesn't run the same routes that Sidori does. But yeah, like I think it was a bit of Trollers not having the guys. I think we had a really good game defensively as well. Ashton had a really good game.
Getting a second player of the week nod.
And well-deserved. He was all over the field, offensively,
touchdowns,
defensively.
2 picks.
Jaff said he was on steroids, and he was on steroids that game.
Jaff said he was on steroids?
Yeah, he texted me after like, checking the stats.
Oh, okay.
He was I was like, he wasn't on steroids, but he had a good game.
Yeah, 6 for 130, 2 touchdowns.
A big win for us, because we would have felt at 2-4. Now we're 3-3 in the thick of things. I believe Holy Trollers are, yeah, exactly. They fell to 2-3. And right now they're on the outside looking in, which is going to be a crazy race to see which 4 teams are able to make the playoffs.
Yeah, this win was huge for you guys because you're only half a game up on Gold Cook and Holy Trollers, but you have the tiebreaker on both of them, right?
Yeah, well, Trollers were 1-1 against.
Okay,
but Gold Cook, yes,
true. Okay,
yeah, Trollers 1-1 and Gold Cook for now.
So right now, if Trollers win the next game, they bump you since you're 1-1, and they have less points against if they get scored 30 points or less. So it's very, very close. Yeah,
it's a big win for us. If we lost that game, we would have been in a hole, right? We would have been 2-4.
Well, you just would have been half a game outside of a playoff spot, so it wouldn't.
Yeah, no, not that bad.
Like we said it last week, 2-5. I think before this weekend, 2-5, we're all 2-2, right?
Yeah.
So
exactly.
It was like Centurions, Bitter Boys, and everyone else in the middle.
Yeah. Big thump. No, it was good. Anything else you noticed? You ref the game?
Well, Josh balled out in the loss.
He did.
Had to carry the load without JC and Phil there. But I noticed you guys played as, even though like Ashton was the main guy, he like Jeff said, he was like on steroids on offense and on defense. But like you guys really played as a team. Like it was a team effort. Like you only got 2 catches, but both for touchdowns. One was a huge one, I think 41 yards.
Yep.
And Andrew 5 for 71, a touchdown. Dylan getting 6 tackles on defense. Hinsley getting 3 sacks. Like literally almost everyone on both sides of the ball had an impact, right?
And look at Dave's stats. Like I'd say game MVP goes to Ashton, but a close second would be Dave.
Yeah, Dave was so mad after he saw that interception.
Oh,
I think he really wanted that 0.
know.
Even though you guys were up, I think almost by 20 at that point. Like you saw how mad he was, as if like he threw the game away, right?
I know. It was something about having that clean sheet as a quarterback is something else.
Like
But we really rallied around him. We rallied around Dylan on the defensive side of the ball, calling the D. We just did the complete opposite we did last week. Like last week we were slow, we were lethargic, and this week we said if we lose, we're still gonna play with energy.
Yeah, but it was tough for Trollers. Like not to make an excuse for them, but they did have 3 subs that they're not used to playing with in Alex, Jerome, and Manuel. Like they're all good players. They're really, really good players who don't play in D1 and could play in D1, but it's having that chemistry, not knowing like how you run the routes, not knowing how the quarterback throws the ball, and all that. So like they were a 7-man squad with 3 subs. Like you said, you mentioned all the guys that weren't there.
Yeah.
The week before was a completely different game, right? When they were still missing Phil in that game.
Phil was still missing, yeah.
Yeah.
But they had Max, they had JC.
Yeah. So I think it just goes to show how like evenly matched these teams could be, and when you're missing key players and the other team's full squad and they're firing on all cylinders, like you guys played a great game. It wasn't one of your off games, right?
No.
You guys played a great game, like from beginning to end, and that's what happens, right?
Yep.
I think like the same thing could be said with Outlaws and Gros Cook. Like this one was one-sided, but I mean I didn't see it, but I'm assuming Gros Cook were missing players.
They were only 6.
Okay, that doesn't help.
Yeah, they were only 6. Well, this game ended early, right? Like I said, this game ended early. Dom unfortunately got injured early in the second half. And at that point, they were down 25 points. It was raining. They were cold. And they're like, you know what? We're just going to call it.
Did you see any of this game?
I did.
This is the game you had?
Yeah, I had off. This is the game, exactly, that Lesniak drove me to the coffee shop. I went to see this game, and there was another game on at the same time. Outlaws were clicking. They were clicking on all cylinders.
Bress was there?
Bress was there. It was good to see him back. Yes, he was back with the...
First game back with the rain.
Yeah.
Only 6 guys.
Exactly. No, he was. He had a few good catches for them. I think Dom and him are going to, excel and have that connection going again. But it was just kind of one of those off days for Legal Cook. Similar weather to when they played you guys in the semifinals game. Remember that?
Yeah. But
it was raining a little bit more then.
But you'd think that kind of game would advantage Dom, right?
Yeah, but no, honestly, like Steve had a really good game. He threw a really nice tight spiral that Jeff, I believe, was on 4th down. That was a nice catch. Yeah, like honestly, it was just one of those games where Outlaws like played the Outlaws way. Smoot had a big game, the 2 TDs. Defensively, they played really well. Like Dom didn't have much. Like guys weren't really able to get open. I guess the rain didn't really help, but Outlaws played good offensively and defensively.
Good to see Smoot seems back from that injury. 2
Yes.
touchdowns, a pick.
Yeah.
I also ref the Centurions Bitter Boys game.
Mm-hmm.
It was fairly close. It was a 1-score game at half.
Yes.
And
but that's what it, like Bitter Boys are usually in the game the first half.
The first half,
Or, like
yeah.
that's often the case with them.
Yeah.
But they were also missing everyone and their mother, right? Well, I mean, they were missing a ton of guys, right?
Yes, they were missing a ton of guys.
Yeah.
I believe there were only 6, and they had John Lavoie sub for them.
Yeah.
John Lavoie seemed as if he was part of that team.
John was so cool. He was like, yeah, like he was like, oh, I'm so happy to be playing part of D1. He got a sack in the game too.
He got a sack. He even got some offensive. He played a lot of offense because one of their guys got hurt. So thankfully, John was there.
Nice
to play off, to even like fill in the void in offense for them.
John will fit on any team.
Yeah, but like it was as if like they were giving high fives when he got a sack. Everyone was like Jess was encouraging him. He was getting so close, putting pressure on Sterling's quarterback, and like he came close really a lot of times. Like he was so close getting a safety at one point in the game.
Yeah.
Right after Bitter Boy scored, the next play he was this close getting a safety, and he kind of just missed the flag, and he got it off in time. But there's like a pretty back and forth game in the first half, and then like in the second half, Bitter Boys had a couple of injuries.
Okay.
And then
was there like a turning point in this game, like a play, an injury, or was just kind of like second half, like the better team came out stronger?
Yeah, Bitter Boys had a hard time moving the ball.
Yeah,
I would say, but they really like held their ground and like came like every time Centurion scored, Bitter Boys came up and scored. And GS threw 2 picks, but I believe both were in the second half in this game.
Okay.
And the rain didn't help. Like his ball was nice in the rain.
Yeah.
But he was throwing some nice deep balls where his receivers just couldn't make the catch. You know, like his guys had got past the last defender.
Yeah.
And like it would have been like an easy score, and they just weren't making those catches.
That's tough as a QB.
Yeah.
But Guillaume Gobert missing again, eh?
Yes.
It's like, how many games did he play with them? Because I guess he's like, it would be tough. Like it's going to be an uphill battle for them to make the playoffs. But obviously, right, he needs to have the 5 games played for them to make the playoffs. But I don't think he's played too many games for these guys. And like he's a guy that's big offensively and defensively. So I guess not having him, not having the other key guys, was big for them. But Centurions, Terry, still undefeated.
Yeah. Yes. But just to answer your question,
yeah.
Young has 2 games played, and he leads the team in yards.
Yeah, no surprise there.
Centurion's still undefeated, and like they have a bye coming up, and then they will be playing Outlaws coming off that bye.
You got Outlaws, Trollers, Go Cock.
18.
Do you think they finish undefeated?
I say they go 9-1.
I was gonna say the same.
I think they go 9-1.
Yeah.
It's so hard to go undefeated in this league.
I know.
It's so hard. And not because, like, the only reason I'm saying is not because I don't think they could do it. It's because I think the odds are against them, right? Like,
right. What, like, Div 1
now that we know they're watching.
Yeah, exactly. Respect. No, but Div 1, like, not to repeat what we said, but it's extremely competitive.
Yeah.
Any team could, week in, week out. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be tough to go undefeated.
And Centurions were missing Yvan and Simon Pierre in this game.
Yvan was playing with Rossas at the time.
He was?
I ref the game.
Yvan was there?
That's correct.
I guess he thought that Centurions wouldn't need him as much as Rossas.
Rossas needed about 8 of him in their loss.
And we'll talk about it when we get there, but it
Yeah.
should have been a close game, no? It should have. Like, pre-game, we would have thought, maybe we would have chosen Manitoba Boys, but...
Rossas played one of the worst flag football games I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, we'll talk about it
I'm
after.
sorry,
'Cause I have more things to say about that.
Okay.
But yeah, Louis Archambault balling out in this game, 7 for 114, 2 touchdowns. Sam Collet, 12 for 65, 2 touchdowns. Like,
Bro, like, does he have a game of under, like, 9 catches?
seriously, if Jeff wants to win that best snapper, he's going to have to tell Steve it's no
Gonna-
more balls, huh?
Gotta bring Steve some buttered chicken tomorrow.
Division 2?
Let's get it. Dude, there's only 3 games in Div 1 this week, eh?
Only 3? That's like...
Well, there could have been 4. There could have
Usually
been
there's
5.
1 or 2, no?
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think we've ever had 3.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh my god, let's start with this game.
Okay,
So,
I wanted to switch my pick for this game, and you said I couldn't.
we said we can't switch the pick the day
Yeah,
of.
but John has...
No, but we said we can't switch the pick the day of,
yeah,
right?
I know.
Okay.
But I think it was the other way around. I would let you switch your pick, if I'm being completely
Okay,
honest.
you wanted to switch your pick, and the reason why you wanted to switch it was because you were like
I'll
not
explain.
smart. You
What
understood?
happened was...
No, let me
Am I
explain.
allowed to... Okay, you explain. You explain it incorrectly, then I'll correct you.
Okay, you said Max is not playing, but you didn't know which Max, and you thought it was Rosenfeld.
Correct.
And then the day of, I told you it was Sidori.
Correct.
So I could have just not told you that.
Correct.
Okay, so you can't switch your pick because of that, and also because it was the day of, and we said we can't do that anymore. Or else Kevin would have 100% picks, right? You know.
Oh, yeah. True. Well, I thought, like, it'd only be fair to have the same amount of information as you. But I
Well,
guess
every time you have information, do you tell me?
No, I guess you need
No,
that's true. That's
Okay.
true. But I guess you need the upper hand, which makes a little bit more sense. And yeah, so I realized Max Rosenfeld was going to be there, so then I wanted to switch my pick back, but I couldn't. It's all good, bro.
And how'd you get the wrong Max information?
Well, there is 2 Maxes.
So you just assumed it was.
Yeah, I assumed it was Rosenfeld instead of Max Sidori.
Well,
You know what
Roosevelt?
they say about assuming? Do you know the expression?
No.
You don't know what they say about assuming.
What do they
It
say?
makes an ass out of you and me.
Okay.
You get it? Assume?
Yes, I got it.
Okay.
Well, thank God Max Rosenfeld was there because 22 of 27, 312 yards, 9 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 5 1-point converts, 59 points.
That sounds like Madden.
Like, it has to be one of his best games, like, statistically, all
Yeah.
around.
I mean, God hopes he hasn't had better games than that because the man should be in the CFL.
I mean, 5 incompletions
Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
in a
3
run
of
of
12
rainy
yards.
day.
For real. I don't think the rain affected teams as much as we thought it would. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah, I agree. I really would have thought it would have affected teams more from what I saw.
Yeah. That's exactly what I just said. And
yeah,
Jeremy
no, but
Rooney,
I'm agreeing with you.
yeah, which is rare. Jeremy Rooney getting player of the week.
7 113,
7 of buck
4
13, 4 TDs.
Yeah, but this also was an all-around team effort. Like,
Yeah.
Adam Rudick, 7 for 75, 2 touchdowns.
Rudick's good.
Haney, 3 catches, 2 touchdowns on them. Jose only had 2 catches for 11 yards, but he made 2 sick catches. One of them for a touchdown.
You ref the game?
Yes.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. I was there for more games this week.
You didn't have a wedding in Nanamascoosh or Ganawagi or something?
No, it was good. Yeah, Adam also getting 2 sacks on defense. Jose getting a big interception. Sean Haney getting another interception.
Nice.
Like, I was really impressed with this team, and like, they were on the outside looking in before this game, right?
Marvels?
Yeah,
They
they
still
were-
are on the outside looking in.
They still are after this win.
Yep.
So I couldn't believe that. Like,
Yeah, it's bananas.
I know that Les Talents didn't have Vincent Dion playing quarterback, and they were missing Phil Farran. Although Vincent Dion did look like Phil Farran in that game.
Yes,
Going
yeah.
9 for 187, 5 touchdowns. I think 4 of his 5 touchdowns were for like 35 yards and
But
more.
thank God he went receiver because we wouldn't know. We'd assume that quarterbacks can't
Wait,
catch
wait.
the ball.
Okay, he's played I think 2 games, a game and maybe a drive as receiver.
Yeah.
He played 1 full game and
Okay.
he hasn't played 2 full games as receiver.
Okay.
Where do you think he ranks in the receiver rankings in D2 right now?
In all of D2?
Yeah, in all of D2. Teams have played 6 or 7 games.
Okay.
He's had 1.5.
Okay. Less than 1.5, right? Because he's played one. And
less than 1.5.
Okay, so like as in terms of like yards or TDs.
Both.
Okay, TDs I'm gonna guess like 7th, and yards I'll guess like 8th.
He's 10th in yards and 6th in touchdowns after a game and a drive.
For real.
Isn't that insane?
No, this is while losing the game.
Yeah, all while losing the game. Like he's only 100 yards back than the third guy in yards.
So he's basically a Tim Tebow. He can play any position.
Yeah, and he's 2 touchdowns behind the third guy. Like it makes no sense.
That is pretty bananas.
The sub quarterback Les Talons did have a hell of an arm. 18 completions for 260 yards, 5 touchdowns, 2 picks. He did play in the league a couple of seasons ago.
Okay.
But this game could not have started worse for Les Talons. It went muff snap.
Yeah.
2-yard run, muff snap, punt.
Shoot.
Like you could not have had a worse start.
It could have started with pick 6.
Oh, yeah, or safety, I guess.
But I get what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean, maybe if the snap wasn't muffed, who knows what would happen?
Yeah, that's true.
But on the next drive, he's like, F it, 45-yard bomb to Vincent Hill. Let's get on the board. And this was a 32. This game was 19-19 at one point.
Damn.
Yeah, it was 19-19. Then Marvel scored like 5 unanswered touchdowns to take the lead, 45-19.
Holy cow. Was it like offense, defense, offense, mostly offense?
It was all offense in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, Marvels were like, could not understand how Vincent was going past everyone. Because like, Marvels have like good safeties.
Yeah.
And like, he was just running past everyone. And like he was always the furthest guy.
Yeah.
And it'd be like a bomb. And he'd just catch it behind everyone. Everyone turned around like, oh shit, how did he get there? Like, literally 5 times.
Gotta learn from your mistakes. Unfortunately, they didn't.
But what an effort in the loss. Interesting to see what's going to happen with him. He's going to go back. I think he had like a shoulder arm injury. That's why he couldn't play quarterback, but he could run routes and catch bombs. Imagine having a 1-2 punch. Well, they were also missing a bunch of players, right? They weren't just missing Phil and Vincent. They were also missing Simon.
Were they all like together?
And Dave Marcotte.
Okay.
Who scored, I think, the game winning
against.
against.
Yes, those are 3 big guys.
Yes. So, like, do you keep Felix now at quarterback and have, like, those weapons? Like,
That's
what do you do?
That's a good question.
Yeah. So many things don't make sense. Like, how are Marvels not in a playoff spot right now after this? Like,
if I put you on the spot,
yes.
2 teams that aren't making the playoffs in D2. I assume you're going to say NICs is one of them.
Yeah, that's an easy one. Man, this is hard, eh?
Yeah, it is. So for those of you who are not looking at the standings right now, we got Iron Wolves at 5-1, Tenant at 4-3, Red Zone Outlaws tied at 3-3, and Marvels in 5th place at 2-3.
Like,
so Marvels are like half a game behind 4th and 3rd place.
Yeah, and like Tenant are only 1 game over 500, right?
Right.
And Iron Wolves have Nice Cities twice on their schedule.
Yeah.
So, because I was gonna say, like, besides Nice Cities, like, even though Iron Wolves are the number 1 team right now, like, I could see them going 2. If they weren't playing that season, just playing the other 4 teams, I could see them going 2-2. Like,
yeah.
It is possible.
Yeah.
Like, I think they'd be the favorite, but it is possible they drop a game maybe. But, man, like, I think this is gonna change every week. Like, the answer is gonna for sure change every week, right?
I know.
Because like, this was like a must-win for Marvels. Only had 1 win before this game.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Like, this is a must-win for them. Like, if Talent had full squad and they lose this game, they're 1-4.
Yeah.
And they're 2 games behind.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer your question.
I didn't expect you to. But I think D2 is probably going to be the most interesting division to follow through the end of the season.
Yes, 100%. And do you have an answer for your question?
Because I asked it, I need to have an answer. And because I need to have an answer... Oh, wow, that's tough. Bro, I'm going with Outlaws.
Really?
Yeah.
Back-to-back season they didn't make the playoffs? Because they didn't make it in the fall, right?
Yeah, they didn't.
Wow.
I know it's tough.
Shots fired.
I had to pick someone. I'm curious to see the schedule.
We just spoke about Marvels, right? So let's say everything we said about them justifies why you have them in.
Put your big boy pants on and make a decision. You have to pick a team.
Oh, man. Wait, okay, we'll go by process of elimination.
Fair.
Yeah, I was going to get to that. So let's say Marvels, we explained, I would agree with you, Marvels are going to make it after everything we said right now, right?
Yes.
What made you choose Outlaws, not Red Zone? Because I see these teams being very... Similar, right?
Those were the two I was debating
They
between.
both have great quarterbacks.
Which is, yes, D1 quarterbacks. It was funny because I wasn't even debating between Marvels. Isn't that weird?
Red Zone, you mean?
No, Marvels. Marvels are outside.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
And
they scored 59 points. Max had the game of his life.
I guess. And obviously, it's not looking at the schedule or anything, Terry. I think I said Outlaws. I just think they have roster inconsistencies. Like, Svedna, when he's there, that team is different. Obviously, they're much different when he's there.
Yeah.
But is he going to be there? Is he not going to be there? Steve is still building chemistry with guys he hasn't thrown to before. The roster on paper is I can make the argument that Outlaws D2 is a D1 roster. But I'm saying Steve hasn't thrown to a lot of these guys before. He hasn't thrown to Manu before.
You make that argument for a lot of teams in D2.
Yeah, that's true. Roster yes, I would. Yeah, agreed. But I would say especially for Outlaws. I'm saying Steve hasn't thrown to a lot of these guys before, and I think the connection is not where Steve wants it to be at this 100%. Point of the season.
So wait, did you say Outlaws D2 is more a D1 roster than Arnold's is?
No, I'm just saying
on paper.
No, okay. I mean, maybe I wasn't thinking about that, okay. But I'm saying if you look at Outlaws D2 team, you can say they're a D1 squad.
Yeah, but you can say that for half the teams and almost all the teams in D2, right?
Fair.
They all have D1 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So I looked at both schedules between Red Zone and Outlaws. Neither of them are playing night cities again.
Okay, but you're not even considering Marvels.
I mean,
in your head, Marvels are making it.
After everything we just said,
yeah.
And how shocked we were and the way Max played, it's hard to say no. And Marvels have night cities twice on their schedule.
Fair.
So I was leaning towards saying Marvels are going to make it, and now seeing that they have night cities twice on their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
This is really going to come down to Outlaws Red Zone, Week 11. Oh, LeBaire Field 2 p.m., Saturday, July.
Bro, that's a Sunday Night Football that gets flexed. That's the flex game.
If I remember correctly, I think... I'm going to go to look at this right now. Last spring in D2, Red Zone played Outlaws, I think, the last week of the season, and it was a win in your in-game, and Red Zone lost that game. They didn't make the playoffs because of that.
Okay.
It could be the exact same scenario this year.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Outlaws had already clinched a playoff spot.
Okay.
Let me just check that out. It'd be crazy if it'd be the exact same thing this year.
And I wouldn't be surprised that
happens.
happens.
Outlaws played Red Zone, and it was a tight game. Outlaws won 25-19. Outlaws had already clinched.
Okay.
They needed to win to get, I think, a home field.
Right.
Red Zone needed to win, and they were in. A loss, they're out.
Yeah.
And that was a one-score game. So we could see the same thing. We could see it playing out the same way.
And home field is big in MFL, right? You got the squirrels and everything cheering for you and all that good stuff.
Well, I mean, it is big in overtime.
Yeah, 100%.
Especially in overtime when you get to choose.
Even to start the game.
Yeah.
Even if you're a team that likes to start on defense first, that's a big decision.
Which is almost every team.
Yep.
Outlaws are playing Arnold's again, L'État Nantes, Marvel's Red Zone.
Okay.
It looks like they have identical schedules. Red Zone are playing Arnold's. No, wait, that was... Yeah, I got the same schedule. Hold on.
We haven't even talked about the QB of the Year race in D2, eh?
Red Zone are playing Marvels, Iron Wolves. They each play the four top teams besides themselves. So it's really, really... every game is important right now, right?
Yeah. We're letting the Marvels off the hook. When they're the team the outside looking in right now. This game this weekend, Marvels Red Zone is huge.
Yeah, but look at Marvel's record and pretend they're 4-3 because they're playing ICDs twice.
I don't know if I'm ready to give them 2-0 against ICDs.
So how could you say they're for sure making the playoffs? You don't think they're going to beat ICDs?
That's how crazy D2 is, my friend.
You want to talk about the best quarterback? Half of these quarterbacks can't even win it because they're just Max and Steve.
They're literally not even eligible, eh?
Yeah, Max and Steve cannot win it since they play in a higher division.
So it's literally between...
Vincent missed a couple of games now with his injury. Probably
won't finish and John.
Yeah, it's a two-man race. And they have the exact same amount of games, less than 100 yards difference. Mike has 3 extra touchdowns and 1 extra interception.
Okay.
Literally 2% different on completion percentage.
That's...
that two's going to come down to the wire.
So we like to see here an MFL Total Access.
Okay, we talked a lot about Division 2. Let's quickly recap Arnold's Outlaws.
Great game. 37-31. Iron Wolves, we scored, I believe, on every possession except one. Big play outlaws to end the half. We were up 19-12 and getting ball second half. Steve throws a long bomb TD to Jason Edwards on the last play of the first half. No double QB, no nonsense.
Really?
Straight fly. Boom. It was
Straight
like Madden.
fly?
Boom. Straight fly.
And you guys were probably like in prevent, like
We had 3 deep.
were you on his side where he cuts the ball?
No, Demario was. Demario's
Really?
his bad. Doesn't happen often.
I've
but
never seen that happen.
I know. It's
If you're throwing to Mario's side, it's usually a pick.
that's what I'm saying. First for everything. It's all good. He owned up to it. They got a TD, scored to make it 19-18. And then did we get the ball to start the second half? I think we did. Yeah, we did because they started with the ball, right?
Yeah.
Second half was back and forth. I think like Steve, like kind of like I said before, like this, he has great weapons. I think it's just about getting on the same page as like his receivers on this team.
Without revealing too much information on it, obviously, do Ironwolves have a weakness? Because like I spoke with some guys on the Outlaws after this game, and like a lot of them were saying that like Ironwolves across the board, like they're hard to beat. Like
Yeah.
like especially defensively, like obviously offensively, but especially defensively. Like we spoke about it, right? Like look at the players you guys have, like you, James, Demario, Kareem, Ian, John Lavoie rushing, like
Yeah.
like it's all really, really good players, right? Like there's no, I don't even say there's like an average player right there. So like,
I agree.
like I'm not asking you what's the recipe about Ironwolves, obviously, but like would you say like
I'd have a tough time finding a weakness for Iron Wolves. I don't think we're the clear-cut favorites in D2. I think you can make.
I think you are the favorite. So
I
right
think
now,
you would have to, based on our record, you have
Yeah.
to say we're the favorites.
not just based on the record, but as the way you've been playing, right? Like
Yeah, but if I were to say I give you Iron Wolves or the field, and you were to take the field, I wouldn't say you were nuts.
yeah, that's fair.
But I think that's the thing with Iron Wolves. It's like it's just every team we've played on with the Iron Wolves, whether we've won a championship or not, we've never relied on one guy or girl. We never relied on one player. Like the chemistry is good. Like it really is a team effort.
Yeah.
And like any given Saturday, there's gonna be different guys stepping up for the team.
Especially because in like now D2 there's only 6 teams, so only 4 make the playoffs. So it's like it's not as if 6 teams make the playoff. The top 2 have a bye. You only got to win 2 games. Other teams got to win 3. Like right now, the 4th place team, given how like crazy like D2 has been, like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if 4th knocks out 1. Like right
Exactly.
now, if it's like Marvel's Iron Wolves, like I
Yeah.
think Iron Wolves are the favorite, but like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked at all if Marvels win that game, right? Like
True. We played them twice. Both were very close games.
yeah. Is that enough for D2?
I think it
I
is.
think we really went off for it.
Yeah, for real. That was fun though.
5.5 teams in this division, and like
5 Good one.
all right, D3. I'll start with the Jagerbomb old school game.
Yeah.
Okay, Jagerbomb. It's the first time I saw them play this year. They're by far the best team in D3.
Have I been saying it all year long? I haven't been saying
Yeah,
it all
we've
year
been saying it, but like I saw like a complete game against a good old school team.
Yeah.
That I don't believe we're missing many players from.
The Hake was there.
Yeah, they had like I think their main guys, but like not only are Jagerbomb the best team in D3 and it's not even close. Simon Duchesne is the best quarterback in D3 and it's not even close. Like he'd be a high-end D2 quarterback, talking about it in the same, like, as we're talking about the other D2 quarterbacks. He can probably play D1 if he had a D1 roster around him. Like, give him one of the top D1 rosters. I'm sure he could manage to make the playoffs with them. Like,
Yeah,
he's really, really good. And now we got the Lowe's brothers on this Jagerbomb team. I didn't even know GF was snapping for this team till, like...
Do you saw them play?
Yeah. I want to see him just my physio, so I want to see him the week last week.
Yeah.
He's spoken about being snapper and all that.
True.
But like 9 for 59, 2 touchdowns, and a lot of yak. Like, don't let that 6.56 average fool you.
Yeah.
Out of his 9 catches, at least 7 of them were for 1 yard.
Oh,
it was literally like Smo rolling out and just dumping it for 1 yard to GF, and you get like 5, 6, 7,
Shake
8.
and bake.
Yeah, literally. And like obviously didn't help in the rain. Loic had a drive to himself. I think he caught a 5-yard pass, and he caught a 40-yard bomb, and then he caught the convert. And then on the next drive, he got a pick.
I was going to say, he's known primarily as a defender,
Yeah,
right? Like, that's his specialty.
3 catches for 59 yards, but he made it worth it. He made them count, you know? Also, this guy, Félix Fontaine-Larouche, who wasn't on this roster in previous seasons, is an absolute beast.
Okay, I think the guys from Idaho were talking about him as a monster.
Yeah. He's like, he looks like a football player. He's like big beard. Like, I think he leads the team. Yeah, he had a quiet game, the one I saw, but he has 25 catches, almost 500 yards, 7 touchdowns. Absolute monster. Like this team, like I think on paper before the season started, had some guys in and out, and they didn't seem as strong as like the championship team they had because they lost a couple of guys.
Right.
But they really made it gel right now with the players they have, and I think they're stronger than they were. Like maybe not when the season started, but right now the way they're playing and the way they've been playing together as a team, I think they're stronger than they were last year. And like I can't see like them like they'd have to play a bad game. They really have to play a bad game.
Yeah.
Because like I was really really impressed with them.
Like then, there's no weakness there.
There ain't no weakness there.
Like what would you say is the recipe to beat them though?
Long drives.
Okay.
Keep the ball. Long drives.
Chew the clock.
Yeah, you really got to chew the clock.
Yeah.
And like Simon doesn't really make any mistakes.
Yeah.
Like his mistakes are not mistakes. It's like it's a smart mistake, you know?
Right, yeah.
He's not gonna throw a risky ball. Like it'll be too low for the receiver to catch it, and like it'll be an incomplete pass, you know? Or it'll be like he'll overthrow his receiver, or like he'll throw it 2 on the outside.
Yeah.
Like I think he only has like 1 or 2 picks on the season after like 6 or 7 games. That's ridiculous in like any division, any league you play in, right?
That's
like
bananas.
Seriously, like 23 for 32. They go for 2 points also.
Yeah.
So like it really be like keep long drives, gotta score, and like either try to fool them on defense or
stunt.
Like they don't do anything complicated, right? Like he threw more than a third of his balls to a snapper for like 1 yard, and he managed to get almost 60 yards and scored 2 touchdowns, right? Like, yeah, like I don't know what to say.
Sometimes you get in trouble overcomplicating the game, and like they seem to keep it simple because they played together so long, right? Like,
They know shows they're veterans of the game, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm trying to get their schedule up here, but
because Old School, like that's a team like I believe Old School had won the previous week, and like they're a team that like maybe is not seen as like a top 3 team, but they can upset a few teams.
Well, this game reminded me of like the Idaho game with Jagerbomb, close at halftime, and then they blew them out of the water like in the second half. Like it was 20-19 Jagerbomb at the half.
Yeah,
and like Old School were in it. It was back and forth, but then in the second half, Jagerbomb just kept scoring, and the other team started trailing, and then they had to like do riskier plays and throw an interception or 2. Old School did have a pretty fun trick play where Dag laddered it to Thomas Kupal, and he threw a bomb.
Nice.
Late in the game, yeah. Like they were like, okay, it was like less than 2 minutes left. Like, do we call the game? We're down 20. We call the game. Then one guy's like, no, let's play.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I like that. I respect that.
And then Jonathan Reeves catches a 45-yard touchdown on that.
Nice.
But I'm not worried for Old School. Like I still think this is going to be a playoff team.
I think so too.
But looking at the Jagerbomb's schedule, they got Rosshaus, Bin, and then Thunder Buddies. Yeah. Like the way Rosshaus is playing, you can't really say that's going to be a test, even though it's a rematch of the semifinals of last fall.
True.
Bin could give them a run for their money, and then it's going to be that Week 12 matchup against
Thunder Buddies. Championship rematch.
And now looking at Old School schedule. Yeah, just 1 win in their last 3 games.
But they're 500, 3-3.
Yeah, 3-3. Playing Arno's next week. Who had a crazy overtime win that you saw the end of?
I did not, but I heard about it, which we'll get to.
You want to get to that right now?
Let's do it.
I didn't see any of this. I think averages were up big in this game at one point, no? They're up 14-0. Arno scored on a 4th down, last play of the half.
Yes.
To make it 14-6. Or else they would have been going to the half, down 2 possessions. And
that's big.
Yeah.
That's big. From what I heard in this game ball goes to Iggy on defense, 2 interceptions, and Patricia on offense with 2 TDs.
Wow.
Yes, I spoke to Jason Armonti on Sunday, and he said that like Iggy had one of the picks was really nice. He kind of baited him. He had like a one-handed pick that he brought in, so he had a really good game defensively for them, and also led the team in yards. Patricia had 2 TDs in this one. Long story short, this game goes to overtime, tied at 20. Average Joe's gets the 1-point convert, 21-20. Iron Wolves go for the conversion, don't get it. There was no flag thrown on the play. The refs meet up, decide to throw the flag.
Okay, what happened between the no flag and the refs meeting up?
That's a good point. I was trying not to throw my quarterback under the bus, but I guess I'll have to. John was saying it should have been a flag.
Okay. Did you hear John's version of the story?
No, I didn't hear his version of the
story.
Let
us know, John.
Yeah, John was saying it should have been a flag. Mike Roy and Gabby converse, throw the flag. They go for 2 from the 5.5-yard line.
Did Jason say if it deserved to be a flag?
He said it shouldn't have been a flag.
Okay, obviously.
But judging from... I didn't see it, but my gut tells me it shouldn't have been a flag. And they go for 2 from the 5.5-yard line. clutch play to Gab, I believe it was. Yep.
John doesn't like
Seal
sticking
the
around
deal.
for overtime, eh?
Excuse me?
Did they go for one initially?
I think so. I'm not sure, though. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure they did. But clutch to get the 2 points. 22-21. Crazy. I was checking this game after because I was...
No, was not there for average Joe's, right?
Nope, it was his birthday. He wasn't there for 18 either. Happy birthday, my man.
Anything else about this game? I didn't.
I think this was a game the Iron Wolves really needed. Average Joe's, not so much.
I mean, average Joe's have 3 more losses than they had all of last season. At this point.
You are right. Average Joe's, in terms of them being a contender in Div 3, yes, they needed it, but Iron Wolves needed it because they needed it. But they lose it to 1-4.
Yeah.
1-4, 2-3, big difference.
Yeah. Before we get... you saw the Manitoba Boys Rossauce game. Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Oh, yes. I was shocked to see how Rossauce were not... You said the rain didn't affect teams. I think it affected them.
Yes.
And I was shocked because when Thunder Buddies beat them in that finals, they played incredible in the rain. From a passing perspective, like... Thunder Buddies were great on the ground, but the Rossauce were great in the air in that game.
Yes. Remember, we
was
picked
the
this
Lazar
game.
show? He had 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Did I not tell you he's the best kept secret in the MFL? Manitoba Boys, we said they're inconsistent.
Yeah.
And you picked Rossauce, and I picked Rossauce as well, and I was like, I was debating who to pick in that one. But I went with Rossauce because I said Manitoba Boys have been inconsistent.
I went Rossauce because they beat us the week before, and every time a team beats us, they deserve my pick.
Okay, fair.
I think Manitoba Boys won every time I didn't pick them, and they lost every time I picked them.
As they keep doing it if you want them to win. Ross has played very poor in this game.
Yeah.
Ludwig didn't have a great game, but his receivers did not help him out. And yes, of course, it was raining at that time, and it's tough. I don't know if the rain was the worst at that time, but it was picking up. That's when it was fairly heavy. But this was a frustrating game for Rossauce here. I just even refereeing this game, I was like, man, I kind of felt for them, and it was they were trying to keep the morale up. They did a fairly good job at that for the most part, but. Yeah, Rossauce was just guys were out of position, getting burnt defensively, and it was just drop balls more than everything, Terry. But I don't know if rain was definitely the primary reason they dropped them, but still, for a team that's as good as Rossauce, I expect more.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, no, I expect more. I was honestly a little bit disappointed in Rossauce.
Yeah, definitely. It's they were supposed to be a contender this year, right? They made it to the Final Four last fall.
Yeah, and they have guys on
And it's essentially the same team, right?
Right.
They did miss their quarterback a couple of games.
Yeah,
we excuse them for those games, but I mean, not really because they still got lost by 50, 60 points.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But praise to Manitoba Boys in this one. They've had an up and down season, getting the win here against a Rossauce team that, even though the record doesn't show it, still has a good team. Manitoba Boys putting up 31 in the W.
You want to talk about this game?
Thunder Buddies. This was a fun game. I know it seems like it was a blowout because we ended up winning the game by 23, but it wasn't. We were down last play of the first half. I threw a touchdown to Dave. Nice throw by him. So we're up by less than a possession going into the second half. And then second half, all things rolling for us. Defensively, we were playing well. We were making plays. Offensively, the deep ball was open. Guys are making plays for me. Look, I did have a good game, but Rob was doing well in the deep game for us. Jaff as well. Dave too. Rosalie, I was hitting her short. She was getting a bunch of yak in this
Everyone
game.
at least a touchdown, right? Good.
Everyone had at least a touchdown.
Good job, Willie.
Thank you.
It's the most touchdowns you ever scored as a quarterback?
Yes. I think it's the most touchdowns I ever had as a quarterback in a season.
How was your pick, though?
Great play by Amelie. Yes, she baited me. She went in and then jumped out. It was actually a very good play. And that was the only time we got stopped during the game.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were in the red
crazy
zone
to think
too.
we got stopped and you scored 59 points. It was in the red zone too?
It was in the red zone. We marched. Rosalie got the nice pick. They scored. But yeah, Le Panache had a pretty good game too. Felix scoring 6 TDs and with two INTs. But look at the Lefebvre, 5 catches, 140 yards, 3 TDs for Panache.
Yeah, falling out.
I would say a few plays went our way, and that's where we were able to come away with the victory.
Yeah.
But a much needed victory for us after losing last week to Rossauce.
So you like playing quarterback?
I love it. Honestly, it's super fun.
Keeping the seat warm?
Yeah, well, I think it's mine.
It's gonna
now.
be for a long while though.
Yeah. No, I think even when you come back healthy, it's gonna be a long
I
while.
don't think so.
No, but honestly, like throwing to guys that we know and like that we practiced with before makes a huge difference.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, it's good stuff.
And the rain didn't seem to affect you at all either, eh?
The F2000 could be thrown in any weather. I'm telling you people, F2000 is the best football to throw.
Division 4?
Let's go.
Did you see any games? I want to start with this game.
Okay.
I didn't see it. I was surprised with the score. Then I realized that they only had one Moraine brother.
Not the non-quarterback.
Yeah. 5 for 7. I saw Moraine quickly, and then I saw 5-17-51-0-1. I'm like, wow, that's odd. Then I saw it was Alex and not Jacob, and then made a little more sense. Sooners 45. Remember Mr. Pick Six?
Yes.
Kayo?
Yes.
Did you know he tore his ACL the same day as me at the same park?
What?
I swear. I saw him today, and I'm like, how come you haven't been playing? And he told me it's the second time he tears that ACL.
You saw him today?
No,
or Saturday?
That day.
Okay.
I said that day. Second time he tore that ACL. And he's also torn the other one. He's a rugby player. He tore one and also played soccer. But yeah, the same day as me. At Park Arthur today. First time we're playing at Arthur. It was the first week we were playing there, right?
Did I not tell you I dislike the two field stuff?
Yeah.
John, you got the proof in the pudding. Oh, that's really too bad.
Yeah, it's really too bad. He was asking, what's the record for most pick sixes in a single season? I think it was on pace to getting there.
Maybe he has it right now. No way. Shoot. That's tough. But he was there supporting his team.
Yeah, in the rain.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he has 4 pick sixes on 4 picks in 3 games.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Shoot. Wishing you a speedy recovery. Good to see you supporting your team. And congrats on the win for Sooners.
Did you see Diego's run?
On Instagram. Yes, I did.
Oh my god.
That was crazy.
Especially with the slow-mos.
And I love seeing the celebration afterwards. Like, you see him talking and it was actually really cool. Like, it was super well done.
Was it a touchdown?
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Because you see his dad pointing as if
It's his dad?
I'm pretty sure it's his dad.
Okay. Oh, not this again, bro. With the... Okay, I don't know if it's his dad. I'm... Are you sure it's his dad or you're just saying it's his dad?
No, I'm pretty sure it's his dad.
Okay, we'll say it's his dad.
Or his uncle. That's his dad. It's his dad.
So I'll be his best friend, bro. We just assume it's his dad. Anyways.
Yeah, because you see him pointing as if he's looking and you see him saying touchdown and then
he wasn't sure, right?
Someone pointing oh no, he was in, but I see in the scoring summary he has a 49-yard touchdown run.
Okay.
How do you have 49 yards on first down?
That's a good question. Who score kept that game? Okay, so wait, but did he have 2 rushing touchdowns or 1?
1.
So that wasn't a touchdown, the Instagram post.
Well, why would you say it wasn't?
Because it wasn't a 49-yard run.
It looked like a lot of yards, didn't it?
Not 49. It looked like it was the 20-yard line. Let me see it again. Bro, if it was a 49-yarder, watch that in slow-mo, but that would take 4 minutes.
Where did they go? Okay.
Unless it was a convert? No.
It was a false start.
It could have been a convert. Or maybe he was short. Because we don't actually know if it was a TD, do we?
Let's see how many times he ran in this game. Oh, yeah, it's going to be long to find it.
But he has a rushing TD or doesn't have a rushing TD?
He has a rushing TD of 49 yards.
Okay. No, I don't think that was a 49-yard run. Or it could have been on a convert.
He has...
All that to say, big win by Sooners 45. Should they have won by more against a team without their starting quarterback?
Yes, but a win's a win, and they needed one. I think they were... I think it's long to get the schedules up.
Yeah, that Wi-Fi ain't so bueno.
No, I think it's 'cause late at night, MFL, maybe doing some maintenance.
True. John's been asleep for 3 hours.
Yeah, were they on a losing streak? I think they were on a losing streak, right?
I believe they had lost their previous game. They kind of remind me of Manitoba boys. Win games they should lose games they should win.
Yeah, and Super Friends or one of the top teams in a division coming off.
And true, even without your starting quarterback, they still have a good defense, so it's still a good win nonetheless.
Yeah, as soon as I lost to Flamingo.
Yeah. And
they had they beat Serial Killers, but then they had lost to Les Bouchers. Yeah, so I think Sooners 45 really needed this win more than Super Friends did, right?
Yes. You said, we talked about inconsistency.
Yeah.
You said Les Bouchers.
Yeah.
They could be the most inconsistent team in all of sports. Not flag, not recreational sports, in all of sports. NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL.
And I don't think it's because, like, they're missing or they have...
Their quarterback has been there when they put up 0 points and when they put up 40 plus. I don't understand.
I don't know how this seems 4-2.
So this week I picked against them. They put up 37 points. The previous week they scored
That's
0.
because you didn't know which Max was not there. Because Max already plays for Airborne. You didn't even
Good
know
call.
that, eh?
Yeah, I did. No, I actually did. Yeah, look at this, Terry. Talking about Boucher's points. 18, 6, 20, 25, 0, 37.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. But they won.
Did you see the game?
No, not at all.
Did you... Oh, I ref this game.
Flamingo's weakest link.
Yeah. Oh my god. It was a fun game.
Yeah?
I don't understand how there's not more points scored. Like,
Yeah.
the defense played well, but I mean, the offense are moving the ball, and I don't get how they didn't score more points. Like, offense are moving the ball. Neither quarterback threw for 100 yards. But I felt that as if they both offenses, like, I think Flamingo scored on
Was
their
this
first...
game played on like a 10-yard field? Or?
No. Like, Flamingo scored on their first drive, and they made it
Okay.
look easy. Then, a couple of drives later, Marvin marched the field, made it look easy.
Okay.
Like, and I'm like, I thought it was going to be like a more high-scoring game. I want to see Flamingos after the game. Like, you got... Why they struggle? Like, and... Flamingos did only have 6 players.
Okay.
Weakest link had a lot of subs. It was fun to see Marvin actually play quarterback and like lead a team, like a lower division team on both sides of the football, coaching his guys up.
Honestly, I've been impressed.
Warren number 9.
9. Drew Brees?
Tony Romo. Joe Burrow.
Tony Romo.
He reminded me of Tony Romo. Well, he was the quarterback for my team for like 15 years. And he was
Yeah.
number 9, so...
But I thought you said Marvin was a good quarterback.
I didn't say he was a good quarterback.
It's true. Because if you're comparing him to Romo, then...
Yeah, surprised Marvin didn't get more yards on the ground. Surprised both quarterbacks get more yards on the ground because they both... Like, Dimitri was actually smart when he was running. He was only running when he really needed to, like, on key, like, short situations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who made big plays in this game? Yeah, Daniel having 2 big sacks on Marvin. Marvin getting an interception.
That's crazy. Like, I think
in
he's
the red
averaging
zone.
one a
In
game.
the red zone,
Damn.
yeah. It's crazy how he gets the snap. I thought at first he'd be grabbing the snap like with one arm with his body, but like he literally he catches the football.
Yeah. Like, that's good to see. It's very impressive.
Peter Maniatis, the snapper for Flamingo, was getting 5 for 25. He was catching balls like with his neck, like one hand and around his neck.
Hey, catch is a catch.
He got a couple of rusher interferences.
Okay.
I don't think he understood that he had to move out of the way.
Okay,
Rusher.
got you.
Yeah.
Do you think this team could make noise without the Moran brothers?
It's like make noise. You mean like go on a playoff run?
Yeah, let's say win 2 playoff games.
Because this team is currently sitting in second place right now,
There you go.
and they're 4-2.
They're doing better than Super Friends.
Yeah, they're Super Friends half a game behind.
Yeah.
They are playing Super Friends next game, so.
Oh, shoot, that'd be a cool game.
And they got Black Diamonds, Goat, Sour Peeps. Like, wow, like.
They lost to Cano Club, which is one of
Yes.
the better teams.
Also Airborne, where
Like-
probably when Baby Menard had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, for real.
They destroyed Phoenix. They scored 30 on Sooners.
Yeah.
They are doing really well.
That's gonna be, man, the friendly fire matchup this weekend.
Like, after the Super Friends game, they don't have, like, that hard of a schedule the last 3 games, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's definitely winnable games. Like, they could easily finish 7-3.
It's cool to see both teams separate and still do well.
Yeah, 100%. Well, they were at Were they in D3 last year?
Yes, because we played them with Thunder Buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he split and went down a division, so.
Yeah, true.
Any hope for any team that's not in a playoff spot right now?
Okay, looking at the non-playoff teams right now in D4, I would say yes. I would say Serial Killers and...
I'm really surprised with Serial Killers this
Me
year.
too.
Like, not in a good way.
Me too. Serial Killers and Black Diamonds. Black Diamonds have a good squad. They have a good team. The weakest link, I can see them making it. I just think it's tough. Marvin, first year throwing, having one arm.
Well, Black Diamond also have a first-time Well, no, Mike Lesniak has thrown a couple of passes in the past.
And he has 2 arms. But I'm going to say Black Diamond, I can see them making the playoffs. And I can see Syracuse making the playoffs. One of those 2 teams will make at least one of the 2 teams will make the playoffs.
And then who's out? Like, it's hard to say, right?
Yeah.
Like, right now you have Airborne on the last playoff spot, Sooners 45, Phoenix. Like, this is the biggest division with 14 teams and only 8 make it, right?
Yeah. It's a solid number, though.
And right now, from 5 to 12,
yeah,
it's either you're 1 game up 500 or 1 game below 500. So it's really, really tight, eh?
I would keep an eye on Sooners 45.
Can anyone beat Canal Club? I thought Mustard Tigers would have given them a run for their money. I think we both picked Mustard Tigers.
That's incorrect. I picked Canal Club.
Oh, yeah?
I ref their game.
From each pick Canal Club.
I ref their game against Wizards, and they're a very solid team from top to bottom. Like, they just play the game of flag football really well. They play as a team. Smart QB knows when to run, when to pass.
He runs really well, eh?
Yes. 100%.
He could run a lot more than he does.
Yes. But I think that's what's good is like he uses it when he needs to, and I think that's when he's successful. You got some big tall receivers on this team, and these guys run routes like their butts on fire.
Is a candidate for D3 team next season?
Yes.
Like without hesitation?
Yes. You want to ask me again?
No, I just want to ask you one.
Yes.
If you were sure.
Yes. I'm telling you, like, I don't know why it sticks with me, but like, we don't talk about route running much.
We don't talk about what?
Route running much, but they run their routes like it's a boot camp. Like this, no. Solid squad.
So they're clearly the team to beat right now in
Yes.
Division 4, right? If you had to choose right now, them or the field for the championship.
Give me C squared.
Really?
Yep. Give me C squared.
Who did they lose against?
Not against Wizards of Group SG because I ref that game.
Oh, to Airborne in overtime.
Damn. And they had a full squad that week? Airborne, let's go. Man, this is...
That was Airborne's like 2 or 3 game winning streak, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
Is this the week when Baby Maynard went off?
No. 1 catch for 8 yards.
But he balled out when he counted. Yeah, I think, like, again, a lot of teams, I can see a lot of this division switching in terms of teams going out that are already in and vice versa, but I do think Canada Club's a team to beat.
Anything else in Division 4?
Well, Canada Club and Mustard Tigers, like a
Oh,
little
you see anything
one-sided.
else?
Nope.
Okay, let's go
Nope.
to Division 5. Let me just make sure I got no notes. Oh yeah, you got another bold prediction right. Congratulations.
What?
Well, it wasn't really a bold prediction. It was a prediction. You said that Cyclones, the Drama Club, would end in 3 scores, but you said Cyclones won by 3 scores. Drama Club won by 3
Cyclones
scores.
didn't have the QB, doesn't count.
Drama Club won by 3 scores.
That is impressive. That's actually very impressive. Even without Johnny Manziel throwing for
But
Cyclones.
they had the best kept secret in the MFL.
Lazar. Maybe not the best kept secret in terms of quarterback, but he's a very good defender and quarterback.
They also quarterback
and
for
wide
next season in
receiver,
Division 2, eh?
The game they won or lost?
No, the game they lost. They only won 1 game.
Yeah.
Talking about the same
Oh,
weekend.
the
Yeah,
team
he
this
quarterback-
weekend.
Yeah, he threw for 2 teams this weekend. Yeah, I didn't see this game. Did you?
None.
Did you see any D5 games?
Nope.
2 shutouts in the first. Phoenix beating Heisenberg's 29-0. Night
Yeah.
Triangles beating Mimosa Crew 37-0.
Mimosa Crew, that was... I was hoping that'd be a close game. Mimosa Crew gets Night Triangles. 2 teams with very good records.
I guess picking against them didn't really help, eh?
Who?
Well, you picked against Mimosa Crew.
Yeah, I
'cause
did.
Just to help them, right?
Yeah, of course.
Like, you only did that because
Yes,
it gives
yes.
them a better chance.
You know that's why I picked
Yes.
against teams. Didn't work though.
So, yeah, are you going to try picking for them this week? Or
We'll see. I don't want to get my pick too early because I know you go nuts. Also, why is he red?
it means he busted the cap.
Did he actually?
Usually when you're red, it's because you're over the cap. But I think his quarterback rating should not be what it is.
Okay.
I think it's a bug, yeah. Yeah. See this?
Yeah, let's not talk about that. We're talking about the fact that Night Triangle's got 6 interceptions.
How many sacks did our boy Tyler? Oh, Tyler got 1 sack.
Well, I think I'll take a pick for a sack.
Huh?
I think he'll take throwing a pick for a
I
sack.
don't know. He seemed pretty happy when he got all the sacks.
Yeah,
his team
did the
that
interview.
night.
You heard that?
Did you do the
Oh,
interview?
we didn't do an interview this week.
So sad.
Well, I was gonna do one. You were gonna put it anyway, so I don't care.
I wonder how that one would have turned out in the rain and everything, Let's talk about improbable hard target. Matt Demers is taking the reins on this team.
That's good to see.
11 for 19, 15 yards, but 3 touchdowns. The 15 yards, but 3 touchdowns explained by the short field his defense got him by getting 5 picks in this game.
Wait, am I saying this? Or did he throw for 50 yards? He threw for 50 yards and they won.
Because he had 5 short fields.
That's one way to look at it. But look, smart guy, right? Matt
yeah.
knows the game of flag. Good, rooting for him.
Charles Coulombe, 2 picks. Louis-Philippe Desjardins, 2 picks. Alexis Paquette getting an interception as well. Matt also getting a sack.
Nice.
Running 2 times for a full 4 yards. Yeah.
That's 4
only
yards
2
more
receivers in double digits in terms of yards. But,
not triple digits, double digits. That is a very impressive way to win a football game. But
yeah.
Charles also threw some passes too.
Yeah.
Our target are good. They're good. Morgan's a good quarterback. I think it's just going to be a matter of time before they get better. I think they got to get a tad bit more organized. But I can see them winning a few more games this season.
A few more?
Yeah.
How many more?
What's the record?
2 and 3.
2 games.
They squeeze into the playoffs, right?
I say our target finishes 3 and 7. But I wouldn't be surprised to finish 4 and 6.
Say they win 2.
Yeah, no. I said I wouldn't be surprised. You have to listen with your ears, not your butt. But I wouldn't be surprised if they go 4 and 6.
Damn.
But they're in a playoff spot right now. Titans, that's surprising. I mean, they won this week, which is big.
Yeah, but they're changing quarterbacks like every drive of every game.
Yeah, but still, they have a flag football team. They should be winning, even if Nana G throws for them.
Yeah. Well, then they wouldn't be in D5.
She's got a good arm, eh?
Yeah. So who's the team to beat right now in D5? Yeah, over Phoenix?
Yeah.
But Phoenix beat them this year. Convincingly.
Wow.
Phoenix are
19-8?
riding a 6-game win streak.
I think it's between the two of them. Ultimately, we
Do
say
you think... Oh, sorry.
I trust William more than I trust Kevin at quarterback.
Really?
Yeah.
Even though Kevin has a lot more seasons under his belt?
Yep.
Okay, Phoenix are playing Buck this week. If Nanaji actually throws for Phoenix, do they win that game?
If she throws with her left pinky toe, they win that game. Let's go, Buck. You got this.
All right. Speaking of Buck, let's put Buck and those Politos in the same boat right now. Any chance any of the two could turn it around and maybe make a run for a playoff spot? Not necessarily make the playoffs, but...
Honest answer or hopeful answer?
Give me the hopeful one first and the honest one.
Yes, and then no.
The show's getting better as we go on.
But the thing is, individually, they have good talent. Los Politos, Sam Germain is a very good player.
He's arguably the best player in D5.
I would say the best player in D5.
Well, Lazar also plays D5, right?
That is true. Good call. So it's debatable.
And don't forget, Joey also plays D5.
Oh, he's the best player now.
So yeah, we meant like second.
Top 3.
Yeah.
We meant top 3. Sam Germain. Rosalie's good too. She's an experienced flag football player. And
Do you want to name everyone?
one of the I'm just saying, if I had to take one player on each team, like they have talent on those squads. I think it'll be tough for them to make the playoffs.
So we knew the mid-season report card could do that. We do like the MVP of each team at mid-season.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, make it a 3-hour long episode. All right. Heard a lot of action in Brossard happen this weekend, eh?
That's true. Funny, Jeff went up to me. He's like, "Why do you not like talking about Brossard?"
Oh, yeah.
I was like, "No, it's just a running gig at this point." But I don't think it is.
I mean, they could have their own cup. No.
Yeah, for real.
What do you want to talk about? Now beating part of my swag. Let's talk about that.
That was a good game. 19-13. I saw a few plays in that game. Guillaume's quarterback for Loud, correct?
Yeah, but I'm not sure if he's the regular quarterback.
Whether he is or he isn't, he throws a nice ball.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Our buddy, he throws a really nice football. Our buddy, Dave St. Jean, balling out in the game. 6 catches, 81 yards, 2 T's. I saw one of his long bomb T's, a really nice one. And our other buddy, Francois Rochette getting a nice touchdown late in the game on a corner route in the back left of the end zone while being triple teamed. It was a perfect throw.
And he got a pick, obviously.
Yep, that's what he does. Pardon my swag. Like, I was looking, and defensively, Louth were just all over everything. Like, Brad Evans was throwing balls that were contested. Like, some nice catches made by the pardon my swag receivers, but Louth was making sure that if they were going to catch a ball, they were going to pay the price for it. Like, pardon my swag was going to pay the price for catching the ball.
In what way?
Like, they're going to get tackled right away here, a little bump here, a little bump there.
Okay. I know we don't talk about Brossard, like, a lot, but I vaguely remember us saying at one point in time that part of my song, we're the team to beat.
Yeah.
That's not the case anymore? Or?
Not anymore. I don't think you can
Louth
say
coming up from D2 being 3-1 in first place.
Yeah.
Well, 3-way tie for first place at 3-1.
Yeah. Allah's got a free win this weekend. Congress wasn't there.
What's happening with Jackrabbits?
So I subbed for them this week. JC's injured.
That doesn't help.
No. Poor guy. I'm going to be out for probably about a month.
Did he get hurt in the flag or?
Yes, he did. FPF.
Okay.
Bad
injury or?
Yeah, apparently Sean Haney fell on him.
Oh.
Another MFLer. What happened? Talk about MFL love.
That must not feel good.
No, Sean's not the skinniest guy either. No, I don't mean he's fat. I just mean he's built. I know what you're thinking, bro.
No, you meant he's heavy. I understood what you meant.
Yes, but like built. Yeah. Thoughts for JC. Hopefully he gets better. Completely forget what I was saying. Oh yes, JC don't have Jackrabbits, and
but you were there.
I was there. Yeah. Nick and I had a pretty good connection actually. We completed a few. I caught the targets that Nick threw to me. But yeah, just look, Villains are a good team. They won that game. But I was thinking about that during the game. For the talent Jackrabbits have, they shouldn't be losing these type of games. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, no, I agree with you because I asked the question. What's going on with Jackrabbits?
Yeah,
that's why I asked the question. Yeah, do you think the top four are
like they're good people? They just don't get mad at each other.
Oh, so you get mad at each other?
No, not mad, but like it's like
a little bit of Steve in them.
Oh god, no Steve, bravo, no Steve. Maybe a little more oomph. But honestly, like they're a really sick squad. I really like those people.
Are you gonna join them until JC gets back?
Maybe, you never know. I mean, I think I'm on Outlaws for now.
D2.
But Jackrabbits will turn it around and they'll make the playoffs in D1. D2.
KOB losing to the alternates?
Yeah.
Weren't KOB the clear-cut favorite team to beat?
They had a few drops in this game. A few drop balls. Alternates, we played well. Okay, sorry. Alex, who was a sub, balled out for us in this game. He got three interceptions.
The stats are not there.
Exactly.
Okay.
He got 3 picks. I believe he got 3 picks. He got a TD. He got a 2-point conversion. His last name is blanking.
Yeah, it's not on this play-by-play.
But he's a great player. Alex, if you're watching, you know who you are. He subbed for Holy Trollers this past weekend.
He plays on which team? Is that Manitoba Boys?
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's good. I think he's on Manitoba Boys.
How many picks did you get?
0. I threw 2, though.
Benjamin Denis leading the charge with 4 catches for 44 yards.
He's good, man. I didn't know he had that offensive threat.
And getting a sack.
Yeah. He only rushed 1 drive and he got the sack.
Who was the rusher the other drives?
I forget.
This is your team, right? Like, you're on this team.
No, I know who the rusher was. I just forget who the
Someone's
rusher
sister,
was.
brother, father.
No. Because someone left. That's what happened. Oh, yes, Willie. Willie from 20-3 was rushing the whole game.
Willie?
Yeah. Well, there was another Willie. They were calling Willie, and I kept turning around. But he was rushing for sorry, he played on 20-3. He was rushing for alternates. Then we look around and he's gone. We're like, where's Willie? And I was like, I'm right here. Like, where's the other Willie? And we're like, I don't know.
And they call him Willie also?
Yeah. I called him Willie. He got a sack. I was like, nice, Willie.
William Lemay.
We call him Willie, though.
Okay.
The guys were calling him Willie. And, yeah, he just left.
Let's talk about 23 now.
That was a heck of a game.
You saw
Heck of a game. Yes, I did.
I think it was battle of the 2 of the top 3 teams.
Bro, 20-3 undefeated.
Yes.
Isn't that bananas?
Yes. The only time they've ever been undefeated before is before the season starts. No, seriously, right?
Yeah, it's pretty funny and pretty true. But no, they're 4-0, bro. 4-0, yeah. Beat Rusty Trombones.
I guess they're going to sign John to a long-term contract now,
I think so. How could you not? This was the game of the week and it lived up to the hype. Game went to overtime. And yeah, 20-3 were like they were.
Oh my god! What a comeback by Rusty Trombones to force overtime.
Yes. They had the ball last drive, scored a TD. I believe it was a long TD, 24 yards. Yes, and it was like the receiver broke 3 tackles.
Really?
Yeah. It was like a 6-yard dump off.
On the last play?
No, 23 got the ball back, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got an unsportsmanlike conduct after scoring a touchdown.
He spiked the ball. Yeah, he spiked the ball.
Which,
I think it was a spikeable play that was worthy.
I mean, I think that's not smart because they tied the game. And
Yeah.
now the convert, they had to go for 1 from the 15.
I mean, hindsight's 20/20. But no, I completely agree with you.
And then they lost in overtime.
Yeah.
So, no.
But without his touchdown, they probably don't make it to overtime.
They still don't get a point for going to overtime.
Look, the glass is half full. You look at it as half empty. I look at it as half full.
Oh my god, I forgot to mention the weakest link and Flamingos game went to like 24 overtimes. I'm seeing this one went to like 1, 2, 3. This one went to 6 overtimes. But yeah, no one's gonna listen to the Brossard segment from Montreal, so they won't hear this part.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's true.
Literally, I'm
like
just saying
they were not getting it.
The Brossard timestamp will be longer now.
Yeah.
No, wait. They didn't get the first like 12, and then one team got it, the other team got it. Look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 16 overtimes.
Excuse me?
Well, like 8 overtimes of like 60.
But still.
Yeah. And the first like 6, no one got it. Then they got it. Then they got it. Oh. So. Oh my God. Kevin's talking about this now. It's interesting for Brossard too.
Yeah.
So, Flamingos finally get their 1 point.
Yeah.
So I look up Marvin. Marvin, 1 or 2? 1. They get the 1 point. I'm like, just go for 2 to end the game. You know, we've been here for like half an hour.
Yeah.
They go for 1. They get it. And then, you know, it's snake in overtime, right?
Yeah.
So they go again.
Yeah.
And then he's like, 2.
Marvin said 2?
After getting the 1 to tie to force another overtime, he went for 2.
I don't mind that.
Why wouldn't you have went for 2 before?
Excuse me?
Like, why not go for 2?
Well, there's less pressure on you when you go for 2 the first time. Or if you go for 2 the second time, there's less pressure. Like, if you go for 2, you know you have to get it.
Yeah.
But if you go for 2,
but if you go for 1, you have to get it also.
Yes, but when you go for 2 the second time, you don't have to get it. So, like, why not try going for 2 when the pressure's a little bit off? No, I like that. But he was probably fed up with going back and forth. He said, like, forget this. He was probably mad he got the 1 point covered.
So, yeah, back to Brossard. Rusty Trombones losing this one in overtime, but scoring 21 second half points to force overtime.
It was a really good game.
Olivier Filippelli missed their convert, getting the 2 points in the second half and then getting the convert in overtime.
Clutch. It was a really cool celebration. 23 were happy.
Did they spike the ball?
No, the game was over at that point. They could have, but no, they just jumped on each other. And they stayed after to watch like the rest of the 4 games.
20-3, the team to beat now.
Yeah.
But would you take them or the field?
I would take the field.
Okay.
I would take the field, but I would say they're the favorites.
I agree with that, yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning they're the favorites as of right now, but they're not winning dominantly or like destroying. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, is that enough for them?
Yeah, like it's already a little much.
What do we do next? Our picks?
Yeah.
Is that where we're at?
Did one do that? Yeah.
We didn't skip a division? Did we do division 2 times? The show's like...
Yeah, I know, bro. The show's not... Bro, I can barely speak, bro. My mouth is like dry as a bone. Okay, wait a minute.
Don't you have a half full water there?
Good call. I'll drink some. Are we... half empty, you mean? Are we drinking... Are we doing our picks live?
Yes.
Okay. So we have a new rule, folks.
Oh, yeah. The picks will be in Kevin's articles as of now, hopefully. And we can't change them after that? You know, don't choke now.
Right, what were you saying? Why are you looking at me? You're the one that makes all the rules. No, the rules are in the picks. The picks are in Kevin's articles, and we can't change them.
Yeah.
Once we get new information.
Yeah. All right. D1. Go cook bitter boys.
Let's go D5 first.
No.
Okay.
Page's already loaded. We don't know how long it's gonna take for D5 pages.
Go cook.
Same. Holy Trollers Outlaws.
Outlaws.
Marvel's Nice Seas.
Marvels.
Same. Iron Wolves Outlaws.
Can't pick it.
I suppose Vetna's going to be there this time. And
Remember what I told you about assuming.
I mean, he's on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. I think you guys are both good, so I would think it'd go 1-1. But the way the last week played out, I can't see how Outlaws could beat you guys. How confident are you feeling? Are you guys missing any players?
Just yours truly.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Oh, it's Outlaws then.
But you don't have to say that to me. You actually doing Outlaws?
Yeah, but John's probably going to get like Phil Falcon a sub for you or something like that, so...
Oh yeah, you can. I was gonna say you can't sub because he plays in the same division, but I forgot it's MFL.
And it's John's team.
Yeah. Don't be throwing shade at John.
The 3 Manitoba Boys, Jackrabbits. Gotta go Manitoba Boys. So probably Jackrabbits are gonna win.
You Manitoba Boys.
Les Panache, Iron Wolves. Going with Iron Wolves.
I'm going Panache.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I can see them getting 2 or 3 picks in this game. And I think they'll be motivated after last week.
Chiefs, Raw Sauce. It's a battle of 2 teams on the outside looking in, eh?
Gosh. Give me raw sauce.
I'll go with Chiefs.
Okay.
Less games this weekend because there's no 5 p.m. time slot. Did you notice?
There isn't?
No. Saint Jean weekend. Ending early.
C'est beau ça.
Phoenix Mustard Tigers. Oh.
Phoenix.
I'm going to go with Phoenix too, but Mustard Tigers disappointed me the way they played against Canal Club. Sour Peep Serial Killers.
Cereal.
Les Boucher, the weakest link. Time scores 0 points, right?
Yeah. But they'll find a way to win with 0 points. Give me Les Boucher.
Same. Canal Club, Black Diamonds.
Yeesh. This is going to be closer than people think, but give me Canal Club.
Same. Flamboyant Flamingo Super Friends.
Yeesh. Give me the Frenzies.
If the Maury brothers are there, I'm going with Super Friends. The Goats, Sooners 45.
Sooners 45.
I'm agreeing with you on that one as well.
Nice.
Hard Target, Heisenbergs.
Hard target.
Same. Cyclones over Los Politos.
Cyclones.
Improbable.
Did you pick Cyclones too?
Yeah, I said Cyclones over Los Politos.
Oh, okay. Got you.
I'm going with Improbable over Mimosa Crew.
So am I.
Nana G's going to lead Phoenix to a victory over Buck.
I agree.
To our left, Pinky Toe.
Let's go down to G.
And Titans Drama Club.
Give me Titans.
I'm going Drama Club. You don't like Drama Club, eh?
Huh?
What do you have against them?
Yeah, it's true, eh?
You said they lose by 3. You didn't have to emphasize that they lose by 3 scores last week. You just
don't
said
trust
they lose. All right. It's not because you want them to win and prove you wrong.
No. I just don't trust them.
Okay. Even though before you said you always pick against teams so they could prove you wrong.
Yeah, but I just don't trust them.
Night Triangles and Les Remplaçants. Oof, this is going to be a good one. This has to be the game of the week, right?
This is ever. You want to finish it with me? Finish the symbol?
Sorry? No, I'm going Les Remplaçants.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why, just a gut feeling.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm
proud you're trusting your gut. I don't want your BS of putting your glasses on and according to my calculations, trust your gut.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do, though?
No. That's not what you're supposed to do.
Why not?
You can't live a successful life by playing the numbers.
Why not?
Because you gotta trust your gut. You gotta trust your heart.
Okay.
Look, heart.
I don't need to take advice from you.
Well,
I've been doing fairly well for myself. Besides the knee injury. Trusted my gut on that cut. Didn't take no calculator out.
Numbers. It's okay. When I run, I have about an 80% chance of scoring. When I throw, I usually throw a pick. So I'm gonna run.
What divisions are you doing for bold predictions now?
You're gonna go Division 3.
I think we did 3 and 4 last week.
You're gonna go Division 1, and I'm gonna go Division 1 Brossard.
Oh!
But you didn't see that one coming.
Well, maybe they stopped watching after Brossard. Maybe they stopped watching after that segment.
Well, it sucks for them. I'm gonna do it anyways. Brossard Div 1. I don't even know who plays Brossard. Can you put up the schedule?
Yeah, if it loads.
Thanks. Have you ever gotten a bold prediction right?
Yes. Like on our first season.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't recall.
No, I remember getting one right. I mean, you got one right and you think you're a big shot?
Bro, big shot regardless of getting that one right. But I'm going to say, okay, bold prediction.
Wait, do you think anyone's actually going to watch this from Brossard? Like, do you think they watch the final remarks?
Yeah, I think they're so used to not having a segment that they're just going to they watch every
Maybe you should
NFL.
comment, like, and tag, like, Gab, like, hey, watch your bold predictions.
You know what? We're not going to do
Matt
that.
for sure watches the whole
We're
show.
not going to do that. You want to know why? We're going to see if they watch it or not.
Matt Sear, and then when they say, oh, you guys talked about D4 during our segment, say, well, we spoke about you in Montreal segment. Matt Sear for sure watches the final remarks.
Yeah.
He'll probably, like, say he's proud of us and something and comment it.
He's a good guy.
Okay, like, the site's down right now.
God, I love Matty Ice. Okay, Terry, Division 1. You know what games are in Division 1.
Bitter Boys, Go Cook.
Yep.
And Outlaws, Trollers.
Yes.
Last year, Bitter Boys' only victory came against Kolkuk when they were missing Dom.
Yes.
Dom left the game with an injury. He might not be there this week. Might be deja vu. If Dom is not there, I say Bitter Boys win the game. But that's not my only bold prediction because it's an if, so it's not like a for sure one. So I'll give you one for each game.
Okay.
So if Dom's not there, Bitter Boys are winning that game.
Okay.
No matter who they get a sub.
Okay.
Trollers.
That means you have to pick Bitter Boys in your picks if Dom's not playing.
No. John's bold prediction was that Nice Cities will beat L'État Nantes. He still picked L'État Nantes. Like, it's a bold prediction. It's not...
So you're talking out of your keister.
I mean, what rule is that?
Well, okay, you don't trust your bold prediction. That's fair.
Well, that's why it's called a bold prediction, because you don't think that it's probable of happening.
At the bottom of your heart, you know what's going to happen.
No. Do you remember how much Trollers and Outlaws combined for in that finals?
108.
108?
Yeah.
Okay, no, that's too bold. I was going to say neither team scores more than 18. But,
18.
I'm going to go
score 18 per possession.
I'm going to go low scoring game in this one. So, like, I think each team hit 50, right?
Yeah, 57, 51 was the final score.
Okay. Neither team scores more than 25.
Okay.
That's pretty bold.
Yeah, that is bold.
I say it's going to be under 50 points.
I think there's a higher chance each team scores 100 points than that happening.
Yeah, that's why it's bold.
Yeah, that's bold.
I definitely think there's a higher chance of each team going over 100 than under 50.
Okay, I like it.
Stepping it up a bit,
That's a good
because
one.
I'm getting a couple of complaints.
Yeah. You have it?
From you?
Oh. From others too, but...
Okay, who do you want? What do you want here?
Okay. Let's see. I said Division 1?
Yeah.
Okay, Jackrabbits Outlaws. In Division 1 this week.
Yes. You chose this division, eh?
Yeah, I chose the division. So, Outlaws against Jackrabbits.
You're repeating this.
No, they're playing against each other this week.
You already said that?
Okay. I love Steve, though. I'm going to go the other way.
Aren't you playing this game? Oh, no, you're not.
No.
There.
I say that...
You love Steve, you said?
Yeah.
You said I love Steve?
Yeah? Steve, come on, you're my boy. I'm going to say each team has 2 receivers that has 100 plus receiving yards in this game.
Do you want to name them?
Sure. For Outlaws, it'll be Josh and Mace.
Okay.
And for Jackrabbits, it'll be Daik and Florence.
Okay. Give a little prediction for Division 2 just so they don't feel left out.
Respect.
Are we going to do the report cards as well?
Yeah, but
We have to, huh?
Yeah. Okay, Rusty Trombones, Ravens.
Do you only do bold predictions on Steve's games?
That's true, eh? You're right. Good call. Good call. No, I want that. That's a good call. Okay, no, I'm gonna do. That's just another one of Steve's games. Okay, 20-3, Buccaneer. Is this a rematch? It's not a rematch. Okay, I say. Is Buccaneer no? Okay, I'm going about Buccaneer win by 3 possessions.
On 20-3?
Yeah.
So you better hope they ain't watching right now, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I got a bold one.
Okay.
Red Knot Skins. Miles picks off Steve at least twice in this game.
Okay, I like it.
Steve throwing 2 picks in this game would be bold.
Yeah.
Is that it for the show?
If you look at the report he has for his Ravens receivers, I don't know.
You want to say anything?
Nope, no comment.
Is that it? I really feel bad if the Brossard players will not watch the final remarks.
Yeah. Do you
Should
know
I
what?
put a note?
No.
You don't think I should put a note?
No.
Why not?
You snooze, you lose.
I mean, players that only play Brossard would only listen to their division. Right?
And that's their fault.
Okay. Dave won the contest,
Dave Do, let's go.
but we have the other one going on at the end of the season. So
Yes.
keep your comments coming.
Yes.
We really appreciate them.
Yes.
Will still does not know how to ride a bike, so if anyone comes with the bike at the field, you have a little break between games. You could go get a coffee with him, show him how to ride the bike. Maybe you could take a big seat between fields when you have to move.
There are two things in this world that people rely on too much: riding a bike and skating.
Why do people rely on skating too much?
Don't ask me, I just don't know.
No, people don't rely on it. It's an activity.
No, but I think they rely on it for
For what?
their being.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next week, special episode. It's going to be the mid-season report cards, but as of everything we know right now.
Basically, we're going to film in 2 minutes from now. That's basically what it is.
And it's already pretty late, right?
It is.
Yeah, so we'll explain in the next episode.
Yeah, good call.
Hope you
So
enjoyed
that's
this
it?
one.
Yes. I won't see you guys at the field this week.
I won't either.
What?
I have something this weekend.
You do?
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise. All right, folks, we will not see you at the field this week. We will miss you guys.
So write to us to say hi.
Yes, write to us to say hi. Keep balling out for us. We will definitely keep an eye on the scores.
Let us
I know I
know.
have my phone right by me.
Let us know what happened.
Yes.
But you don't actually need to let us know what happened because that's the beauty of doing the mid-season report cards next week. We will not be doing recaps or previews.
We won't talk about next week at all.
We're not going to be there, and the episode's going to be filmed in 2 minutes. How do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, I guess we could do in the next one. We could talk about it for a
The
few
last
minutes.
2 weeks? Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, eventually we'll talk about it.
Yeah. But that's why we're doing the mid-season report cards, pushing it back to a week because you guys are going to be there, so it's perfect. Believe it or not, it was actually Kevin's idea. Gotta give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
Sometimes he says some smart things, but it must have just been like a brain fart or something.
I think he typed something by accident and it ended up just making sense. We're like, wow, Kevin, you're super smart.
So, hope it's going to be sunny out.
Yes.
Hopefully, people aren't too hungover from Saint Jean Baptiste the day before. Because it's on Friday, right? Yeah.
Are people off on the Monday?
People are off on the Friday.
And the Monday?
No, on the day of Saint Jean Baptiste.
Oh, it's not like where it's Sunday and you get where Easter you get the Monday off?
I mean, if it was Sunday, you get the Monday off. But it falls on the Friday.
But Easter is a Sunday and you get the Monday off. So it's not like that.
Okay, do you know what day Saint Jean Baptiste is on?
All right, folks,
No,
that's
do you know what day Saint Jean Baptiste?
Ow, bro, my shoulder, first of all.
Do you know what day Saint Jean Baptiste
Well, I guess
falls
now
on?
I know it's on a Friday.
No, but do you know what's the date of it? Like, Canada Day is July 1st, right? Like, you know that?
Yes.
Okay. Quebec Day.
It varies.
Quebec. How does it vary?
Saint Jean Baptiste varies.
No, it does not. It's always on
The 24th.
Yes.
No, but I'm saying it varies. It's either a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday.
Well, it's whatever day the 24th falls on.
That's what I just said.
So
because
why
I said
would
it
you have
varies.
Monday off if it falls on a Friday?
Because yes, that wouldn't make much sense.
Thank
But
you.
I thought
At least you
like
admitted it
Easter.
now.
Could have been like Easter.
Yeah, but we just said it falls on a date and not on a day. Like Easter's always the X number of Sunday after this and that and whatever.
But that Sunday still has a date, my friend.
Which changes every year.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you know St. John's on the 24th?
I guess it did be St. What if St. John was on the 24th and it was a Monday?
What if what?
St. John
Yeah.
is on the 24th?
Yeah.
What if that was a Monday?
We'd have Monday off.
There you go.
And it goes on a Sunday?
We have Sunday and Monday. No, we wouldn't. Okay, we're already getting annoying. Okay, folks, we won't see you at the field this week. Be good, be safe, ball out.